Hey, hope all of you guys are doing amazing. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly step by step how one of our creators hit 300k a month selling digital products. And I'm also going to share how top coaches, top creators are using these strategies that I'm going to be breaking down. So if you are a creator or even a coach and you want to hit that 100k, 300k months, you're in the right video. You know, in the past year since starting Skilling Info in June 2024, I've worked with multiple creators, multiple coaches to build a 50k per month info product e-learning business. And in this video, I'm going to break down the exact step-by-step strategies to use within the 2025 creator ecosystem to get you there. But if you're anything like me, have you wondered what is the most effective way to nurture your audience right now? Especially in an economy where the in-person to person trust is at an all-time low. I've spent weeks analyzing the most successful creators, coaches, breaking down their funnels to bring you the exact strategies and steps needed. So by the end of the video, you'll learn everything from how to capture attention, your articulation ability, to mass generating attention, millions of views, to then setting up strategic funnels. And most importantly, how can you convert all of the eyeballs you've got so that you can maximize your monthly revenue and avoid your competitors to steal your market share. So let's get started. All right, the cheat code curator ecosystem for coaches and creators to scale to 300k per month in 2025, right? And I do not say that for no reason. The reason why I say 300k per month is because when we first partnered up with our first creator, he launched his first product back in July, and we did 40k per week, right? This was through a webinar launch. 7.8k paid in fulls, 5k paid in fulls, another 5k paid in fulls, payment plans of 1.5k, payment plans of 2.5k, right? Earlier in December, one of our clients hit his 300k per month. And guys, when I've seen these numbers, something just clicked within in terms of what I knew was possible. My mind was just expanded in terms of what I seen was possible with attention, right? But I'll get into that later. 300k per month. Right, selling a digital selling a trading bot. You know how insane that is? A trading bot, 300k per month. All right. And one of our creator, that same creator that generated 300k per month with his high ticket offer, within 2 weeks, we helped him scale from around the $300 per month range to $500 per month range right here to absolutely scale it up to close to 10k, right? These are just payment plans right here. And as well, 1 week in, we helped him scale his school community to around 1,000 MRR. This one will be liquidating their ad spend so that we can invest money into ads to bring more people to join our high ticket coaching program. So with proof aside, now let's get into the real sauce. However, before that, let's do something first, all right? Let me just lit up this candle. Because as you guys know, this video would be what people call as lit, all right? Beautiful candles. Let's get into it. Let me pull out my pen real quick. Now, 300k a month creator coaching ecosystem. Why do I say 300k a month and there is 500k a month right here? Now, to explain this concept, the same thing goes with dating. Just for a quick example, which one sounds more attractive, 300k a month or $500,000 per month? Same thing goes with dating. When you're with a girl, when you're at your Tinder profile, for example, I do not have Tinder. Would you say you're 6'2" when you're actually 5'9"? Or would you say you're 5'9"? You're just telling the truth to women. Of course, you're going to say 6'2" because that sounds more attractive. Same thing goes to here, right? Yes, we did 300k a month. However, to me, $500,000 per month, it sounds ear-pleasing, right? So I call this the $500,000 per month creator coaching ecosystem. And to generate that 300k a month, on the grand scheme of things, it funnels down, it shortens down to these 3 steps. The first step is to garner attention, get people to know you, get people to see you before. Next step is to funnel the attention. Once millions of people have seen you, how can you funnel them into what you call you can monetize them, to funnel those attention? And to monetize the attention, we call it to convert the attention. Right? In the grand scheme of things, these are the 3 steps that we focus a lot on, right? Now, before we go into the nitty-gritty stuff, like how do we generate attention, the top of funnels, the middle of funnels, the bottom of funnels, what I want to give you context is that in 2024, the global consulting industry grew by almost 2%. Doesn't seem a lot. However, the final estimated worth of that industry, even though it grew by only 2%, that is $392 billion. This is a $392 billion industry. Although it may not seem as much as the tech, but these are just information companies, coaching, consulting information companies, right? And so to make it make sense, if you have just captured 0.001% off the entire market, that would be a $3.92 million per year cash collected within your business. 0.001%. If you have captured 0.01%, it adds another zero, which is 39.2 million in your bank or within your business. We go up again, 0.1%. What does that do? Add another zero. That is $392 million. All right, now what if it's 1% of the market? What if you captured 1% instead of 0.1%? That is $3.92 billion within your business. If you have only captured 1%, that is 3.92 billion, right? So in terms of the attractiveness, 500K a month, that is only 0.000000128%, right? In terms of, to be realistic, what we did was 300K, so I'm going to make it make sense. What we captured was 0.000007653% of the market, not even close to 0.1%. And we already generated this much. What I'm about to show you is that how can you capture this 0.01% of the market, or even 0.001% of the market, even. All right, so let's get into it. The first step the first step of all of the other steps is you have to learn how to garner attention for a fraction of the cost. Now, how can you generate attention? How can you make people know who you are? The zero step, or as people call it, the first step, is how can you be the most captivating person in the room? If you put 100 men in the room, there will always be one leader. People don't speak it out loud, but subconsciously people know that, hey, this guy is our leader. Why is that the case? He's not necessarily the most strongest, possibly. He's not necessarily the most tallest. He's not necessarily the most good looking, but somehow he's a leader. Why is that the case? That's something you have to ponder, right? One thing I can say is authenticity. Everything you say, your intentions have to be true. My intentions of filming this video, just to expose myself, is so that I can give you guys free value, so that when you guys go through my free value, you know that, hey, I'm the real deal. I know what I'm talking about. And potentially you guys can click in the description, check out what I have to offer if you're a creator, coach. But that aside, authenticity, your intentions have to be super clear, right? Because people read off your energy, which leads me to my next point. Your energy must be on top par. What do I mean? Your body language. Does that exude confidence? Speaking with intentions. What are your intentions? Humans are super good at sniffing out intentions. They know your motivation behind your speech. Third thing is inner energy, or as people call it, your inner confidence. Okay, these three things leads you to your energy. Now, aside from your energy, how can you communicate this energy will dictate how successful you are into becoming the leader in the first place. Communication. Are you good at telling great stories? Are you a great listener? Do you have humor even? All right. Now, this thing might take time, but once you nail these three things down, the authenticity part, the energy part, you exude amazing energy. Is your energy pure? Are you good at communication? You nail these three things down, we can go into the next step, which is top of funnel, attention generating sales assets. Now, with this case, after you become this person, it's going to be super easy for you to generate attention. But let's say you are not that guy yet. I'm also going to share you some different strategies that I would use if I were you. Now, absolutely, shorts have to go up. Now, shorts, your whole goal is just to get people to know who you are. You want to expose yourself out into the public, out into the market, so that people within your market can know, okay, what does this guy do? How can they figure it out? Is that you want to post Instagram Reels. Aside from Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts have to go out as well. Keep in mind, this is your main channel, right? Your main channel. Now, once people know who you are from watching your Reels, they got exposed to your YouTube Shorts, your Instagram Reels as well. They will click on your profile, and then hopefully in your bio, you link your YouTube channel. Within your YouTube channel, what you want is to build trust, nurture those attention, and build authority, and possibly build connection with the audience. Now, there are some different games with YouTube as well. For example, you can optimize videos for top of funnel views, or you can optimize your YouTube channels, your YouTube videos to strategically nurture people, build trust, build the authority, etc. Right? So can act as either the top of funnel asset, which is to garner attention, let people see who you are, or to build trust, build authority, and educate your audience, give away free value to build out the reciprocity. Aside from your YouTube channel, aside from your different shorts channel on Instagram, on YouTube, there is also another thing which is super powerful, which is extended short form channels. So for example, one of our creators, within around 3 weeks or 4 weeks time, we garnered almost 12K views on YouTube and 5K views on Instagram, right? This is just creating art out of existing art. We took his existing YouTube videos, structure it, cut it out, make sure the hook makes sense, the value is there, it evokes some emotion, and the call to action is there. Everything is well structured and planned to the T. We are very meticulous when it comes to the planning. Everything have to be well structured. So within around 3 weeks, aside from the account warming up time, 12K views we did, and 5K views on Instagram. Okay. Now, once people know who you are from the different reels that you post out, how can you nurture those people? How can you let people know that, hey, you are the real deal? You're not just someone who just popped out of the internet for no reason. How you want to let people know that you are that guy is through nurturing education assets. Now, how can you nurture people? How can you educate people? How can you give free value so that the reciprocity principle builds up and people want to give back to you? People feel inclined to give back to you. The first thing I always recommend is YouTube is the absolute king. There's a reason why I'm filming this video right now, and there's a reason why you're watching this video right now. Content marketing. All we're optimizing for with YouTube is content marketing. Content marketing can be breaking down into these two things. Breaking down beliefs that absolutely do not aid the sale, and installing new beliefs that aids the sale. Aids meaning help, all right? Breaking down beliefs. I'll give you a quick example. For example, let's use this headphone for example. What do you need to believe in order to buy these headphones? You probably need to believe that, hey, those wired headphones, they takes too long. The string is too long. It's uncomfortable. Whereas your new belief is that, hey, with this headphone, I can just wear this, connect it, one button, possibly 2 buttons, and I'm already connected to my phone. Another thing, this cologne, for example, what would you need to believe to make sure you buy this cologne? What do you need to believe for the company to make sure that, hey, once you believe this stuff, this cologne becomes inevitable? For men, the company need to structure his marketing to a point where the audience that watches a video believe that, hey, this cologne, once you put onto it, you're gonna smell top notch, right? So now let me just put one to it. Let me exude the aura so that I can speak well with this breakdown, all right? Now the bad beliefs that this cologne must break down is that maybe some people believe that cologne is bad for them. Companies, knowing that that is a not good belief, they have to break it down in their marketing. Because if people believe that cologne is not good for them, people are not going to buy it. Same example with fear, right? And once you break down beliefs, how can you install new beliefs? For example, this brand as well. In their marketing, they also say, hey, the new belief that you have to have with this cologne is that you're going to smell good. Maybe you get girls, okay? You can exude your dominance, maybe, right? Now, next step, aside from YouTube, the second platform I always recommend is to funnel your top of funnel audience from YouTube, from shorts, into a community of sort. I suggest school, and there's good reasons for it, right? Now, the next step would be to funnel your top of funnel audience into a community. Now, I recommend school, and there's a reason for it. Let me show you an example. Now, let's look at school, for example. This is one of our clients' school account. And the reason why I recommend school is because of this one particular thing. Aside from the classroom, aside from the UX, aside from the designs, aside from the CRO, is that there is one thing that is super cool, which is the chat feature. For example, once people join, there is an automatic message that could go out. Hey, what's up? First name, welcome to your community. Then you can structure your question. Have you been in the trading space for a while? Is a trading creator in particular? Let me show you another example that a lead that I just closed the other day. Zab Jackson. Let me show you the sales process, right? On January 2nd, he just joined this community. So on January 2nd, appointment setters set the appointments up, right? January 3rd, continue the conversation, right? January 6th, he said, hey, he have around this much to invest in himself. And then we called him to schedule a call with me, right? On January 9th, he closed. So the sales cycle, aside from January 2nd to 9th, is around 7 days. And with him, he closed to a 4K deal mentorship, right? Within 7 days, we closed down the sales cycle from around 10 days, 15 days, down to 7 days. And it's because of what? This classroom tab. All of the information, people that go through this are subconsciously saying that, hey, Kino knows what he has to teach, so he must be better than me. And when he's better than me, the information that Kino has within his mind, and Kino, by the way, is the creator, Kino, the information within his mind must be superior to me. Therefore, I want to invest in him. Those are the subconscious things that you guys don't realize that it plays a fact as well. All right. Now with school, you want to install an appointment setter to reach out to all of those leads that join your school community. Now, the appointment setter have to make sure that people have gone through the materials within the community, watch through all of the videos within the classroom. And why we do this? One main thing, to build trust within you and your audience, and to build the likability, make sure they like you as well. And aside from appointment setters just managing your school community, there is another platform which is super powerful, which is your Instagram main inbox. Okay, now the way you want to structure this is pretty unique, and you guys want to listen up. On Instagram, make sure he gets access to your main Instagram account. Okay, and every new follower that you want to have your appointment setter reach out to that new follower, because you're posting reels, you're posting shorts, you're posting YouTube videos. Inevitably, if you garner a lot of attention, new followers would come. Therefore, you want to have your appointment setter reach out to each new follower, asking questions. For example, like this. And this just came to my mind out of a sudden. You could be, hey follower, I noticed you just follow me. Thank you so much. Are there any YouTube topics? Are there any content topics that you want to go through that potentially might help you and your business? I'm trying to find about new topics that I could address. That's a first message that you could send out to each and every new follower. Or let's say you are an copywriting creator. People that follows you for one reason. They want to learn copywriting. So you can ask, hey, I appreciate the follow. How long have you been in the copywriting space? That's the point, right? You want to start the conversation. And please do not sell people to join your high ticket product if they haven't gone through your school community first. Right? Make sure every new follower gets appointment set into joining this school community or any community platforms that you have. Once there, this is where you convert into where? The high ticket. This is where you convert into high ticket, not in the DMs. Okay? Now, another thing is also newsletter. Now, aside from YouTube videos, aside from community to change belief, give nurturing assets, education assets, give free value, is also the newsletter. Think of newsletter as YouTube in word form. Okay? Now, newsletter is subtly changes beliefs and it provides value. Let me give you an example again. Back to the school community. If we see Zab, for example, the most recent close that we have, the appointment setter told him to, hey, read through those emails, gems in there as well. And let me show you what the emails was. Okay, let me read through all of those emails. Now let's go through those different emails. Email 1, which is 4 days before the actual call takes place. Subject: the uncomfortable truth about why most traders fail and how to avoid it. When you structure the subject line in this place, it comes from a place of, hey, you're just trying to give out value, right? So, hey there, I was reviewing some of the trading journals of one of my students yesterday and it hit me. I need to share something that might feel uncomfortable at first, but trust me, it's going to help you big time, right? Help you. Again, not about us, but it's all about the prospect. Here's the thing. Most traders fail not because they're not smart enough, but because they are stuck for the perfect moment and really commit to learning, right? Most traders fail because they're not committed to learning. What does it change belief? Let me ask you this. When I say this sentence, what belief switch? The belief switch is that, hey, I'm not committed to learning. That is why
I fail. It's not because I'm not smart enough, it's just that I'm not committed to learning. Now, this sentence alone is switches belief that, hey, I have to put it down, I have to invest in myself, and I must be ready to learn. This is the belief switch that we took place within this sentence. This shit is deep, guys. Some of the psychology stuff you have to learn. Let me drop some actual value here. I've noticed a clear pattern in price action that most beginners miss. Right? Once we change the belief so that hey, they need to learn, now that we give them sauce so that they can learn. All right, just so some quick proof, quick example, etc. But real talk, knowing this pattern isn't enough. We give them, hey, you just told me this pattern, but now you're telling me it's not enough. Yup. Move on. The traders who succeed are the ones who stop saying, I'll start when, etc. You see how this changes belief again? Because most of the sales call, when people take sales call, they will say, yeah, I'm busy right now. I'm going to start in 3 months' time. This sentence alone, just objection handles that single objection, if it makes sense. Okay? Because it says that, hey, the traders who succeed, and who are the people that books a call to speak with me or the team, is traders who want to succeed. And we tell them, hey, you want to succeed, you got to stop saying, I'll start when, etc., and just start right away. They understand that experience beats theory every single time. All right, so think about it. How many times have you told yourself that I'll start trading seriously when, etc.? This changes belief again. When I have more money, when I have more time. You see how amazing this email is? And guess who wrote it? Your boy wrote it, okay? I've been in the industry for a while, you know some stuff, okay? Now let's continue. Sounds familiar? I get it. I used to think it the same way. But here's what changed everything for me. Every successful trader started before they felt ready. Oh my gosh, when people read this, they're just ready to buy within the sales call. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to share a specific trading setup that have been crushing it lately. Okay, but remember, the best setup in the world won't help if you're stuck waiting for the perfect time. Oh, this is amazing, right? And there is more even too. Okay, absolutely, because this is for one of our creators. I cannot share all of the emails, but this is just preview of one of the emails. There are more and more better ones as days goes by. But here's the thing. Since I'm so generous, let's go through email 4. Okay, email 4 right here. Now, let's go through it. Subject line, forget everything you know about trading. Seriously. Now, this is a curiosity angle. People would read this and they would be like, hey, I already know a little bit stuff about trading, but I'm not where I'm at yet. Why is a successful trader asking me to forget everything about trading? There must be a reason. And then we go into it. Hey name, hey future trader. We're just one day away from our talking session or strategy call. And I need to tell you something important. If you've been studying trading for a while, you might need to unlearn some stuff first. Let's get into it. What do they need to unlearn? And here's the reason why. Most trading education focuses on complex indicators and foolproof systems. We're calling out most of the market. We're positioning ourselves against the market. But after mentoring hundreds and hundreds of traders, social proof, hundreds of traders, when people read this, they subconsciously know, hey, this mentor have been mentoring hundreds of other traders, so I would not be the new guinea pig, right? Let's continue. I've noticed something fascinating. The most successful traders have one thing in common. And what is the most common thing, they wonder? They keep it simple. That is the answer. Let me share my personal morning routine that generates consistent profit. All right, now we're back to the giving value phase. 5 a.m. market analysis, 6 a.m. setup scanning, 6:30 mental prep, all right? And then we continue by, hey, notice what's missing? No complex indicators, no secret systems, just pure price action and rock solid risk management. But here's the thing, knowing this routine is not just enough. Your morning routine meditation for 2 hours isn't what gonna get you rich. You need to understand why, the reason why it works. And that's exactly what we're gonna cover tomorrow or the day of the call. Think about it like this. Have you ever noticed how the most successful people in any field often have the most simplest approach? They would think back to the time where they are successful, and it makes sense for them. They're not trying to complicate things, they have just mastered the basics. This email cooked. All right, this was the best email that we've sort of sent. All right, so on the time of the call, I'm going to show you exactly how to build your own simple, profitable trading routine. But more importantly, I'm going to show you why keeping it simple is the fastest path to consistent profit. Now we are leading with just providing value. Instead of asking people, hey, the call is here, please show up. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to give value and we're going to persuade people to show up to the call. This is the game that we're playing at. Not just barbarian straight type, hey, you better eat your meal with the fucking hand. If not, you're out of our tribe. That's not what we're gonna that's not what we're gonna do. Okay, let's continue. Get ready. Tomorrow's session is going to challenge everything you know about trading, and that's a good thing. See you tomorrow. Right? Quickly tomorrow. PS. Come with an open mind. If you tried complex trading system before they haven't worked, that's perfect. You're exactly who this session is for. This email cooked, guys. Come on, this email cooked, as you guys would know. And that is just 2 of the like 9 or 10 emails that we just showed you. Okay. You stack each and every email up when they just show up to the sales call. Hey sir, can I just give you my credit card? I'm ready to pay right away. I'm ready to change my life. Boom, you got a sale right there and then. This is how powerful emails is. Let's go back to the drawing board. Now you see how it subtly changes beliefs in every single email that I've sent, in every single email that I've write. That's called elite NLP copywriting, neuro-linguistic programming, right? 80% is providing value, but the 20% it changes belief. Once we change this belief, which is the 20% of work, they're gonna accept the value unconsciously because they believe the stuff that we want them to believe. All right. Now, after the nurturing assets, let's go down to the bottom of funnel conversion assets. Now, here's the easiest part, as you would say. Top of funnel, you have marketed yourself. People already know who you are. Middle of funnel, you educate people. You make people like and trust you. Bottom of funnel is just to convert that intention that you have built up. You're going to convert all of the top of funnel leads, middle of funnel leads as well. How can you convert it? There's typically 2 ways. It's either, my suggestion is one-on-one sale conversations, which is you need a sales rep, or you can hop on a call and close the deal by yourself. Or the next step is that webinars. This is one-to-many selling. Now, if you're just starting out, I absolutely recommend you to go with the one-on-one sales conversation first. And the reason why is for this. When you hop on different sales calls, you know, hey, this is what people is facing. This is what people want. You get to hear your markets, their challenges that they are facing. What are they facing? Now that you're on those sales calls, you listen to those different challenges. What you want to do is just open up YouTube, build up a sales assets like this, and just film, give free value. And by consequence of that, you objection handle that stuff as well. Okay, you changes their belief so that when they hop on a one-on-one sales call with you the next time, they will be like, hey sir, here's my credit card. I want to join your program. Okay. Now, after some point, let's say you're cash collecting 75K a month, 100K per month, you are at that $1 million per year run rate. That is where you can switch to where? Webinars, because you already know all of the challenges that they face. You already know all of the goals which they want to achieve. Now, what you want to do is just funnel them, package them into a webinar. That is called one-to-many selling, which is leverage. Instead of you having to sell your time to speak with one people in a time, you can speak to one-to-many, one webinar, 500 people hop on, 2% close. That's like what? 5% buy a $5,000 product in like what? 2 hours, you could just collect it 300K, or maybe not 300K, but 30K. That's how powerful webinars are. All right. So there you go. This is what I call the curator ecosystem for coaches and creators in 2025. To win, first of all, to recap, you have to become that person first, right here. After you become that person, it's going to be easy for you to capture attention, which you want to go into the top of funnel, attention generating assets on YouTube Shorts, on YouTube as well, and extended different Shorts channel. Then you want to funnel them through the middle funnel, which is to educate them on your YouTube videos that you put out, the community that you have, and the newsletter that you write that changes belief and also gives value most of the time. Then once you want to monetize that attention, once you want to monetize that goodwill that you have built up over the months, over the years, you can go through the bottom funnel, which is one-on-one sales conversation or webinars. Now there are other ways, but those are the two types that I would recommend. Right, so now with that being said, if you guys are still watching to this point, I am super grateful. I hope you guys have an amazing, great day, and make it a great day, right? Up the standards and never go back down to the old standards. Bye guys, love y'all.